Hi Cancer, I hope that everybody's doing well. Before we get into the reading, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. I'm seeing there be communication that's coming in. Somebody is like offering or extending something to you or inviting you somewhere, something about like a celebration, a group of people. For some of you it's something with family, can be friends, can be like people that you haven't seen in some time. Waiting for an invitation. It's like something's coming. I even feel like something is like slowly approaching, or something even got like lost in the mail, or it's taking a long time to come through. I'm seeing you patiently waiting for something. That waiting is soon to come to an end. I'm hearing wait no longer, wait no more. Yeah. Whatever you've been waiting for is coming in. This seems like communication or something. It's like you're not going to be stuck in a space anymore where you've been still. Something's going to pick up. Yes, it's coming through. There's something here about being in a position where there may be like something that you're standing up for, something that you're defending, or like boundaries that you're setting. You're being encouraged to make moves from a space where you feel empowered and doing what feels good to you, one where your energy is in alignment, matching your authenticity. It seems like that's going to protect you in itself. Especially from prying eyes. You may have like a lot of people looking at you. Maybe a lot of people curious about you, what it is that you're doing. You may be kind of like popular, or you could have your own business, or there could be like something that you do that is very unique and special to you, and other people want to talk about it, want to discuss it with you, they're curious about it. Something that is very much your business also is what it looks like to me. I even get the sense of people being like, so what are you doing with your life? It looks like you're doing something very important here with the Empress. Something that you feel good about. Something that you feel proud of. Yeah, it's like people want to know the truth. They want to know what you're doing. They want to know what you're up to. All of that stuff. It seems even like this is going to become more obvious too. What I'm getting is that like you may be invited somewhere where people are very curious about you and what it is that you have going on, what it is that you're doing. And they may even be doing this to, like, part of the reason is to like gather information or to learn more about you, to learn more about what you have going on, what you're doing. I'm seeing this be like for a reason where like people are intrigued by what it is that you're doing. They're interested in what it is that you're doing. So it's like good press is what I'm seeing. Even if this is just like friends or whatever that are interested, which for some of you it's something bigger than that. But I'm definitely seeing like a curiosity and you being like drawn into something or like pulled in or invited into something where like people have questions for you, they're curious about you, there are things that they want to know, stuff like that. You may feel a bit guarded though. Like you may feel that you need to protect what it is that you have going on. Yeah, for some of you, you may be turning this down. It seems even like, say you have like a business or something, or you have a creative project that you're working on. For some of you, this can be something that like didn't fully come out yet even. It can be just in its, I don't know, maybe something that hasn't like fully entered into the world in a big way yet. I'm not sure what exactly that means, but it seems like something that you may still feel a need to be private about. Maybe it's something that hasn't like matured to the point of you wanting like everybody to have access to it. That feels right. Yeah. So there's something here about like needing to follow your intuition when it comes to where it is that you're being like invited to go, where it is that you're finding yourself, what it is that you are like allowing access to, and all of that, especially because you don't want it to get, yes, you don't want it to get in the way of what it is that you're manifesting. Something is not fully done yet. As I said before, something has not like grown to maturity yet, it seems, and so you may not want to be letting people know about what you got going on with your business, because this seems again like something private, but it may not be, after some time it may not be private anymore. Like it may not be something that you feel so protective over. So this is you being guided to heed your intuition. It's going to help you know what's resonating with you and what's not, and to also follow that. So if you feel like something isn't good vibes, isn't high vibes for you to be around, or it's just a situation where you're like, I have a gut feeling about this, I don't really think it's a good idea for me to go there, or I think it's time for me to leave, pay attention. What it is that you are doing. Okay, I'm getting this too. There is a big focus here on you doing things that you feel empowered by, and feeling like in part of this process of you feeling empowered is by you setting boundaries, protecting and like defending what it is that you have going on, by kind of like creating a privacy barrier between like prying eyes, people that just want to like talk, people that are curious, but it's kind of not really their business, is what I'm seeing here. And that may be something that you're seeing now, that maybe this hadn't been so much of a concern to you. It may have been something that you more actively participated in, but now it's like you see the truth of like why people are asking you questions or why they're talking about certain things. And I'm seeing you move to a space where you're like, I don't want to engage in that anymore. It doesn't resonate with me any longer. It's not something I want to do. Especially too, because you're recognizing it. You're recognizing how that's affecting you, what you're doing, and how you feel about what it is that you're doing too. So it seems like you're getting more private now. Cancer. Because of this change, it may throw people off a bit, and they may not know really how to react to this. But if you feel like this is the right call, stick with it, because it's not going to be like that for long. But initially, you may feel like kind of lonely or kind of on the outskirts. But remember why you're doing what you're doing. And let that kind of like reinforce this for you. Reinforce your conviction here. For some of you too, you're in the process of waiting for something to end that hasn't ended yet, and like dealing with the feelings of that, and you're You're waiting for this thing to happen, and once this thing ends, you're going to be moving towards a new opportunity. But there's something here about like protecting this while it is coming to fruition still. It's something that you're doing, and it's something that helps like liberate you. I'm seeing you like not want to answer questions about this. Even about what it is that's ending and where it is that you're going, like what opportunity you're taking after something. I'm hearing when it all falls down. Yeah, no, okay. I'm seeing this. What it looks like to me is that I don't know why, but whoever this has been around you that's been like very up in your business, I'm seeing that like even though they may come through in a more like innocent way, like what I was just curious, what I was just asking, I'm definitely seeing like a person or people that are not as forthcoming with their intentions, and it's like these people, rather than being concerned with what they have going on in their lives, are very very concerned with you. They're very attracted to your energy. That's the thing. It's like they wouldn't be messing with you or trying to interact with you if they were like opposed to your energy. So just recognize that, and I guess if you want, take it as a compliment, because it's like the reason that these people want to be around you and want to know about what you have going on is because they feel pulled towards your energy. They feel pulled towards your essence, even if the talk is like misguided. Because I'm seeing as soon as you like don't give them access, it's like they're rushing through to ask you why, and then that's when like a switch may flip a bit with them, and you kind of see maybe why you felt the need to protect yourself in the first place. It's like maybe that side of their face that they hadn't shown you before that you kind of felt was behind there. It's like then it comes out. This is what I'm seeing here. So I'm seeing it be very appropriate while you're taking protective measures, because it's kind of like when you're giving this person or these people answers to the questions that they want, it's like they're happy because then they can go and do whatever they want with it, like talk about it. I'm definitely picking up on like some like poking around gossip type of energy. It feels very like young, childish, even though like these people can be any age, but I'm definitely getting something that feels like what one would call very high school. That's what this looks like to me. And so as soon as you cut this off and you're like not giving them access anymore, so they like can't access you as much as they were before, it's like they're coming through and they're asking why, and they're also salty about it. This is what I'm seeing. It's like they want to know why you put that fence up. Why do you have that boundary now? And they're coming through trying to find out. I'm definitely getting somebody. These would be people that talk. There's a lot of communication. There's a lot of air energy. They may even be kind of like poking, prodding with words, stuff like that. It's like their way of like attack, assault, like getting into penetrating your energy through words, through communication. Like that's their mode of action for how they access you, is what I'm seeing. And this can be something that psychologically affects you. As I said before, it seems very much like this is super appropriate for you to be setting boundaries, because it's to protect yourself and what you have going on, and really protect like your value in yourself, how you're feeling towards yourself, all of that. And it's going to give you the type of control and autonomy that you've been looking for within your life. Because at times you may feel like, why is everybody else the boss? At times you may very much feel like that, like I have to answer to this person, I have to answer to that person, and it's like this is giving you back something. Because of what you're doing for yourself, you're gaining something back that feels very important for you, that allows you to feel like you are back in control in a space where you had felt like that's not what the position was that you were in. This seems like it's been a cycle that's been going on for quite some time. This seems like a cycle that's been going on for quite some time, so also give it time to reset and rebalance too. The thing is as well that like these people that are very curious about you, very up in your business, I'm seeing that they may not particularly feel happy within their like friendships and partnerships, and so not having to focus on what's going on in their lives, they would like rather focus on other people, like specifically you in this reading. I'm seeing like definitely a lot of focus on you, a lot of concern with what it is that you're doing, even though it isn't necessarily their business, and you taking back the reins to remind them of that. Yeah, this seems like karmically something quite charged is what I'm hearing that we've been moving through. Yeah, I mean, I have to say it. I'm definitely getting vibes that are like with the devil and the page of swords, and also the five of swords here. This is like addicted to gossiping and things like that. Whoever this is that you've been dealing with, it's very much a vibe like that. Like I'm seeing this person, there's like a lot of karma being packed on here, so it's also something as well that it's like better for you to be protecting yourself and what it is that you're doing, so as not to become intertwined with that, because it's going to end up affecting you. And I think that you've already seen in part how this has affected you, so that's why having these boundaries are, it's so important for you, because I'm definitely getting like this, whoever this person or these people are, their way of controlling is by like getting information and manipulating information and like talking about things, but not doing it in a way that is nourishing. And because of that, because of like how closed off the heart chakras are, it's something that's going to affect you. So it's like no matter what you're doing and what you are proud of and the moves that you're making for yourself, it's always going to be turned around into something that you don't feel good about, and that's something to pay attention to as well. It's like when you're talking to people, do you feel like you can trust them, or do you feel like you can't trust them to like keep things private? Because I'm also seeing just like an exposure of like intimate information, stuff like that. So it's definitely something that you want to know, because these are people that like right now the mode that they're in, it's like having no regard for people's like privacy, intimacy, and there's just like a lack of self-value, and also a lack of being able to like communicate that towards another person. And so it's just like not, it's not particularly, yeah, nourishing, coming back to that word. This is the thing too, you want to pay attention to how it is that you're feeling when you're talking to everybody that you talk to. Do you walk away from situations feeling at peace, feeling calm, feeling self-assured, feeling empowered, feeling supported, feeling like you've been seen, feeling like you've been heard, or are you feeling other things? And pay attention to that, because it's going to tell you a lot by reading between the lines and like really feeling the vibe of the people's energies that you're interacting with. And even though this extends beyond just people, I'm seeing there be a big focus on people here that you interact with, that you exchange energy with. And remember too, when you exchange energy with them, you're taking on part of their energy. So of course you're going to feel affected by that. So follow your intuition, use your discernment, and if you feel something is not vibing with you, do not take the offer to be a part of it. Turn things down, dismiss them, so it doesn't get in the way of what it is that you're doing for yourself, because it's going to continuously give you clarity about what allows you to feel empowered versus what it is that you need to end because it feels like it's doing the opposite of that within your life. I saw 1944 on the time when I looked up. So it's allowing you to bring things to an end that you need to bring to an end. And it's also allowing you to create boundaries to defend yourself and defend these choices that you're making, especially from people that don't understand, people that are criticizing you. And also, it seems like this is a moment where your guides are telling you, be prepared. Like, these people that you've been involved with or this situation socially, they're not necessarily going to take it well. They are going to see this in a way as a personal attack just because of how critical they are. They are going to perceive you setting boundaries as being like an attack on them. So be prepared for this. And also be prepared for this to like compel more like gossip and stuff, and them clinging even further onto you. It's like this: when people have their grips on you and they feel you pushing away, they're going to try harder to like hold on to you, but it's going to be this is going to come to an end. This is what your guides are saying. So it may be very, very tough in the beginning, but then it is going to finish. This is just karmically something. This is giving you the opportunity to get clean of something karmically, and then that's not yours anymore. And so, like, even though this may be difficult, it's something that if you complete this cycle, you are going to be free of this. Like, you are going to be cleansed of this energy, which is amazing, because then there's this feeling that the type of exchanges that you do want, where it feels like people are showing up and people are ready to pay attention and they're ready to interact with you and they're ready to see you and they're ready to hear you, and you can have those exchanges, that's what's coming forward. That is what this is going to be doing for you. So even though this may be a struggle, because I'm getting some like anxiety issues, maybe sometimes you feel depressed, like a lot of worrying, stuff like that, you are going to persevere. You're going to overcome it. It's just about getting out of your own head and saying what needs to be said, especially when you're working with other people. And also take a lot of time to reflect and connect with yourself, and you are going to find the peace that you've been looking for and be able to move on from this and not feel like you're like in a whirlwind of tension so much. So I'm looking at Venus, Capricorn, and Jupiter. All right, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everybody for joining. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.